Hi there, I'm Dave, one of the technical managers here at Curve Theatre. Welcome to our auditorium, and we've recorded a few short videos for Curve Classroom to give you a flavour of what the technical team get up to put on shows like Colour Purple, Sunset Boulevard, or any of the shows you'll have seen here at Curve. We hope you enjoy them. Hi there, welcome to the sound control mix position here at Curve Theatre. This is our mixing desk. It's a Digico ST10. So what this does is it takes all of the microphone inputs from our band and from our cast on stage if we're doing like a musical or people are wearing microphones, and we can adjust all of the volumes and all of the levels together so that we can play them out through our sound system for you as an audience and get everything just right there. What we can also do is we can play our sound effects through a piece of software called QLab. We've worked with a sound designer to get all of the different elements together. So sound effects like the sound of rain or the sound of a busy street or a busy atmosphere setting the scene. And we can create that atmosphere by playing that through the sound system, balancing it with the microphones and with the music, and making the show as good as possible for you.
Hi Sean.
Hello, how are you?
So we're doing a piece of Curve Classroom. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing today?
Absolutely. So I'm the sound number 2 on the Colour Purple, which is what we're currently doing. It means I look after all the mics. Sorry, I'll get out of the way. As you can see, racks. So the one on the left is what connects everything to the sound desk, which is out front with jack, and then we've got 3 racks technically of radio mics, which are these things here. So I look after all of those, make sure that they're all wiped down before and after every performance, so they're nice and clean for COVID. Although that's not a normal thing, we do clean them, just not as often. Currently I am painting microphones to make sure that they match people's skin tone, which you do quite regularly, and so I'm currently just kind of tidying those up. And then during the actual show, I'll wander around, make sure that all the microphones are in the right position, help the actors fit them and tie them all up, make sure that they're hidden as well as best they can be on camera. Work very closely with wigs and wardrobe generally, especially on this show, because we've got quite a lot of actors in wigs. So drop off the microphones, wigs help fit them, and I'll double check the position. Hi Johnny. So double check the position, make sure that everything's as hidden and kind of behind the scenes as possible. And then during the show, I have a bit of software called Wave Tools, which basically has all of the signals going in. I click on an actor to hear their microphone, listen, make sure that it's all happy, there's no noise, like there's no air noise or anything like that. And if any microphones break or anything, I've got boxes of spares which I'll run over, and as soon as I can, get them off stage and swap that out and give them a new mic. And I'm on cams to talk to everyone else, as well as radio to talk to Jack out front of house.
Awesome, fantastic. Seems like you're very busy doing the show.
Yes.
What is your favourite thing about being part of the Curve technical team?
It's always a challenge. We do a very wide variety of stuff. Obviously, especially at the moment during COVID, we've got extra challenges that we don't normally have. But also we have an incredibly diverse portfolio of what we do at Curve. We've done comedy, we've done musicals, we've done dramas, we do plays, and within the sound, I'm a sound and video technician. I get to play with some very cool things, and there's always a new challenge or a new thing to learn or ambition to try and achieve.
So we're about to go to the dimmer room, and this is where we control all of the lights that are on stage. Essentially, the lights get their power from all of the racks in here. That means we're able to control them from the lighting desk, to control the dimmers, to control the lights on stage. We're going to go in and show you them, but they're a little bit loud because we need to make sure that all of those hot dimmers are kept nice and cool. Come on in. So this is an example of one of the dimmer racks. We have about 10 of these, and each one of these will be an individual light. You'll see that they've got a power and they've got a signal. So when we're sending information, that's telling it, hey, spit out some power and send it to the light downstairs. And that's how we control our lights. It's all controlled by a lighting desk, like one of these. And we're able to control almost every light in the building if we want to. We're going to head over into the winch room now to see how the flies operate as well. So we're now in the winch rooms. Each one of these motors controls one of the lighting bars or fly bars in our main house. We've got 68 different fly bars in our main house, 8 in our studio, and we have a ton of point hoists which we can move around and drop wherever we want. We normally put scenery, lights, speakers, anything on these fly bars. And the difference compared to a counterweight house with ropes and steels compared to ours is that it's all run off these motors. Each one of these controls the fly bar, and it's all controlled from a Nomad control desk. We can press down the button, send the fly bar flying out, and then it will be lost into the darkness. On the colour purple, that's currently filming at the moment, we've got Emily, who's in charge of both this and our new Revolve. We'll be checking with her in just a minute. Hi Emily.
Hi Jude.
What are you doing right now?
I am sat at the automation desk waiting to fly whatever needs to be flown.
Oh, fantastic. So we already took them on a tour of the winch room and showed them is, but you control everything from this desk here, do you?
Yes, this is my control station, and everything that is here is what's currently rigged for what is there.
Ooh.
And it's all done via formulas and computers, and it's very complicated. So yeah, and this is my Revolve controller, or by radio, which is very different to this one. But yeah, you've got your switches for directions, and then your speed, and safety stop, can't forget that.
Big safety button.
Oh yeah, big safety
That's what we love.
button.
And what's your favourite thing about working in the technical department at Curve?
Many things actually. My favourite thing is how different everything is each day, because you don't really know what to expect. So one day it could just be fitting up a show, and then the next day it could be something like this, where you're just sat learning how to program something else. Like I've just had to figure out where the 5K goes in relation to the centre truss and that kind of stuff. So just the amount of stuff you can learn within a day is my favourite thing about working in theatre, and especially Curve, because there's lots of things to learn at Curve.
Yay, Curve. Awesome. Thank you, Emily.
Ooh, Curve.
We are going to show you some awesome flying pictures later.
Oh,
So,
thanks.
you know, this is all thanks to Emily, who's just automation genius.
The automation station sensation.
Automation station sensation.
Thank you, Jude.
Thanks, Emily. Hi, Judith.
Hi,
What are you doing today?
I am one of the follow spots on Colour Purple. I'm on the stage left side of the theatre, and this is my follow spot, which I'll be using for the production. I have several different controls on it. For instance, at the front here I have different gel frames to change throughout the show, so different colours and things like that. I also have a sight here which you might be able to see, but I use this to locate the actors on stage. And then further back I have the control to turn the light off and on, which that you can see.
Why don't
Here.
you show us a little bit on stage?
So I've got the spot in a hard edge at the moment, and for instance I'm using my sight to pick up the chair on stage right now, and then open back up, and And then further back I have the iris, which I can use to make my spot larger and smaller depending on what the lighting designer would like. And then also we have other things like internal frost, which means I can turn my hard edge spot into a soft edge.
Perfect. And is it a busy show for you?
This show in particular, because we are recording it, it is a very busy show because we are picking up most of the characters that are speaking up to make them more focal, to make the eye drawn to them a bit more.
Awesome, fantastic. And what is your favourite part about working in the Curve technical team?
My favourite part is the fact that every day is different. It's not like a normal job where you would just, it's the same every day. Every day is new challenges and problem solving and things that I really enjoy.
Awesome, thanks Judith, we'll let you get back to it.
Hi there, welcome to the wardrobe department. So this area can be very busy leading up to a production period. This place caters for the different costumes and different wigs and different elements when we have a produced show, whether it's a Curve Young Company show or a Made at Curve production. So people in this department can be catering for cleaning of all of the clothes, sourcing all of the different items of clothing as per a wardrobe designer's requirements. But also making the costumes. So you can have people making the shoes, making different period dresses, and at any time it can be full of people, seamstresses, wig makers, and headed up by Ed, our head of wardrobe. And yeah, very busy when it comes to kind of the production period.
Hey Jazz, you alright?
Hi there guys, how are you?
So you're one of our stage technicians. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do and what your job is?
So currently, as we speak right now, I'm currently doing the colour purple as a stagehand. There's not a lot to do, I'm just looking after props, cleaning them down, maintaining them. If I'm not doing that, then I'm either in the workshop building stuff. So anything from, that could be from set to also building the in-house auditorium that we've just done for In the Round. Bar that, just generally look after the building, look after the stage, helping automation. Yeah.
What is the biggest thing you've built?
The biggest thing I've built would have to be the auditorium for In the Round. So we've designed all the anti-rates, so basically like making the seats a bit risen so that when people sit them, they can actually see the stage. Individual armrests, just like this one here that we've made. Had to make about just under 300 of these, individual, polished, cut, and sanded down. So yeah, quite a few of them.
Awesome. And what's your favourite thing about being part of the stage department?
My favourite thing about the stage department is it's just so much variety in everyday kind of work. So coming to work, literally one day is never the same as the other. There's always something new, something more different, something more to be involved in, something you're gonna think on the spot, trying to like come up with new ideas, things how we're gonna have situations that are gonna arise, stuff like that really.
And what's your favourite thing about Curve in general?
I think it's just I think it's just as a whole, it's just the people. I think the people do make this building so much what it is, and like being in the environment and like having tours coming in and out. Just before lockdown, we had the Phantom tour coming through with Cameron McIntosh. That was just incredible to see, like people in this field and like and the work they've done.
And what would you say to somebody like one of the young kids who might want to get into it?
I would just say if you want to get into this, like there's no age limit. There's like literally you can start at any age, and it's just if you have the passion to put on something and be proud of something of what you do, and yeah, that's probably the best way to look at it. And as well, trying to get into it, there's so many different avenues you can try. You can even become a casual, which is what I was in the beginning. Did some odd shifts here then everywhere. Decided I wanted to do a bit more, then got myself into it.
Awesome, thank you, Jazz.
Cheers, guys.
Well, that's just a small flavour of what we get up to in the technical department here at Curve. I hope you enjoyed it.